Rivals.com Midwest analyst Josh Helmholt. We're out here with Rivals250, class of 2017, wide receiver Hunter Rison. Been really busy here last couple of weeks. Some new offers. You know, Texas A&M from the SEC was one. First off, Texas A&M. What do you know about Texas A&M? What do you think of that offer?
You know, I know they throw the ball a lot. You know, they get the ball to the players. A lot of the players go to the league. I looked up to Mike Evans, and recently when I was in Arizona, Kate Christian Kirk, he went down the street. He went to high school down there. So, you know, I always looked up to him, and when he went to Texas A&M, you know, I was like, oh wow, you know, I really looked into them. I really like it down there. They had that young quarterback, Kyle Allen. So, I mean, they went 8-5. They had days of the season, but 8-5 is still a pretty good record. So, I mean, I know a lot about them. I've been talking to Coach Mazzoni. I think that's how you pronounce it, the offensive coordinator. So we're developing a relationship. So it's cool.
And I know you've been taking a look at a lot of the SEC schools, Alabama. I know Arkansas just offered. Any chance of getting down to Texas A&M?
Probably, you know, during spring ball, somewhere around there. So.
What other schools are you looking at possible spring ball visits?
For sure, Alabama, Michigan State. I really like Cal Berkeley just because of what they do. They throw the ball. They had 6 receivers with over 40 catches last year. So them, and I want to make it to Oregon.
You made the early commitment to Michigan State and then stepped away from it here a couple of months ago. But, you know, obviously that's Dad's alma mater. I guess how strong of a contender are they still in your recruitment?
It's still very strong. They're my first offer. You know, I still talk to those guys very, very often. Me and Coach Samuel are pretty much like family now. You know, I've been around that program for a while, so you know it's always going to be a contender just because it feels like home. So.
And because that was, you know, the feeling of home, you know, where you originally made a commitment. Do you feel like that's kind of the team to beat for other teams to chase down here in your recruitment?
I wouldn't say the team to beat, but I know that teams know that they have a special place in their heart. So not team to beat, but I do like them.
Alabama's always a team that's mentioned a lot with you. Just how strong is Alabama in your recruitment? What do you like about the Crimson Tide?
I like that, you know, they're a freshman, Calvin Ridley. You know, he came in and, you know, dominated, so they have no problem playing young players that, you know, prove they can play out in that position. So I really like that, and of course they win all the time. That's always been my dream. You know, I grew up liking Alabama, so I mean, it's just always been one of my favorites.
He's one of the top wide receivers in the 2017 class, Hunter Rison. Appreciate it.